Davion. I'm back with another video. I'm starting this off a little different just because I want to introduce my new category on my YouTube. I'm going to change my Monday videos to be specifically focused on military videos. When I say military videos, I mean experience, advice, story time, how to. Okay, my first video that I'm posting today is going to be a how to pass the promotion board. And this can also go towards the Soldier of the Month board, but I want to show you guys the steps that I took to my journey of becoming the specialist promotable. You see that? It's a P engraved in there. To all my army, my battle buddies out there, even if you're not an army and just want to know what I went through to take my first step in going towards becoming an NCO. So, like I said, I hope you all enjoyed this video. Check out my new intro that's about to start and tell me what you think. Bye.
Hold up, hey, help out your leg. You got it. Help your leg. Hey, help out your leg. You got it.
Hello guys. I am having a wonderful day because your girl just got her peace status. Okay, let me show. But anyway, I'm getting ready to go to my little victory dinner. I thought that I should give some advice for how I got to this point of successfully receiving my promotable status as a specialist in the United States Army. And yeah, I just wanted to share that with you all. So let's get into it. I think I want to do it like this. So let's get into it. So where do I start? Actually, I know exactly where I'm starting because I said I'm going to be organized. So I wrote a magical list with lights all over it, and it sparkles, and it tells me exactly what I'm going to say next. No, I'm just playing. I just wrote like a little piece of paper. The first thing whenever you find out that you're going to a board that you want to do is prepare your mind. Mind preparation, because it can be overwhelming. You have to prepare your mind and be like, okay, you got this. And whenever you're preparing your mind, it's easy to be negative and doubtful, like, no, I'm not good at studying, I don't want to do this, because trust me, honey, I am not good at studying. Well, I have became good at studying, but before, I didn't study. High school? What? You don't study in high school. I mean, some kids did, but I didn't study in high school. I'm sorry, class of 16, Del City. Your senior class president did not study. I'm out of high school. I can let it be said now. I cheated my way through high school. I was on math way. Yeah, you have to prepare your mind and, like, you know, let yourself know that you have to work. This is something that you gotta work for, because it's not gonna be handed to you. The second thing that I will be speaking on is a support system. It's very important to have a support system when you're preparing for I look crazy. You want to write down or jot in your brain, if you're not taking notes, is to have a support system while you're going on board, whether it's your NCOs, your family, your friends. If you have friends, I know people are shysty out there. You want to have a support system because it makes things easier, especially like, okay, let me just give a brief story on what I kind of went through. So I was extra amount of downloading this app Quizlet. I downloaded this app Quizlet, and I had my stepdad actually download the same app, and he's seen all my questions that I needed to study, and he called me every day randomly. He called me every day, and they like have like a family member like actually take the time. Those calls and that support just really like made me feel like, if you have family, like, let's just take a moment of silence for my family, because more specifically my stepdad, because he did the thing. And my mom, she had told me, like, you can do all things through Christ who strengthens you. Like, but when I was getting like in the beginning of this process of the board, I was so nervous. But yeah, you just want to have a good support system around you, because it creates a positive atmosphere and keeps your mind on a positive room when you're going through this stressful process of the board. Let me tell you about this gel. Let me pause what I'm talking about first. This gel, the Main Choice Crystal Orchard, smell like apples. Apples. Look at it. I love this gel. The next point that I want to put out there is sacrifices. Sacrifices is something that you got to make, whether it's I can't think of any examples, but I'm gonna use my example. I sacrifice social media. I found myself in my beginning stages of being on Instagram for like an hour, bruh. An hour, and let me tell you, that is nothing but the enemy. That is the devil. So if you find yourself like being on your phone, period. I heard today, actually, I learned this today, that you can set a timer on your app. If you have, I think it's on the iPhone. I don't know if it's on the Android too, but you can set a timer on your apps and have them turned off after a certain amount of time. Okay, so next is flashcards. Flashcards. So for me, I had a binder. Whenever you attend the board, you have an MOI, and it sets out what topics each individual is going to be speaking on. So I had only in my binder the topics that I should be studying for the board, and I took flashcards like such and wrote every single question down. And I would tell you, from advice from a wise man, writing down things actually helps it get logged into your memory. Because baby, let me tell you, looking at that binder, I was not learning anything. Flashcards really help, and that's like the meat of studying. And I'll also say this, learning like your creeds, remembering the soldier's creed if you don't say it every day, writing down on just regular notebook paper, like paragraph by paragraph, set out dates, like time frames for yourself to get this topic down. Like, okay, I'm gonna give myself 3-4 days to learn Army leadership. I'm gonna give myself 3 to 4 days to learn PRT. But if you are in the case, because I know this is possible, where you're studying like 2 weeks before the board, you don't have enough time, that's whenever that last point that I made, support system, comes into hand, because you'll have other people accountable for you to make sure that you're studying. And also sacrifices will come in hand more. You have to sacrifice things and not just put this board off to the side. If you really want to pass, if you have such a short amount of time, you need to make those sacrifices and really get into your studying. Say you're at work or something like that. After you have those flashcards, pass off the flashcards to different individuals. This is just an example. Pass off the flashcards to different individuals while you're walking through work. They ask you randomly, what's this question? What regulation covers I said Army leadership? So just, you know, have people, you know, help you out. This point is daily accountability. Sorry, I have to look what I wrote. So what I mean by daily accountability is you have to be on yourself daily on this. So this is not just a, oh, I'm gonna go over the board stuff this week and I'm gonna leave it alone next week. No, sugar, you gotta stay on it. When I was in the shower, I used to say the creed. I used to be in the shower. No one's more professional than I'm an non-commissioned officer. Before you go to bed, look over your flashcards. After you wrote down all your flashcards, look over your flashcards. Or either make a time frame from, so 6 o'clock, say from 6 o'clock to 7 o'clock, you are studying. An hour will go by fast like this. But yeah, 6 to 7, you're going hard on studying, going through your flashcards, seeing what you remember. And then you do that every day. You form a routine, and it just becomes easier and easier as you form a routine, and you'll learn that you have learned a lot within that time frame. So seek advice, listen, and hear. I had put listen and hear because it's a difference between the two. So it's a difference. You can hear everybody talk about whatever advice they give you, but you only want to listen to specific things. And inside of your heart, you will feel what is right and what is wrong. Really do your work. Like, don't depend on shortcuts. Like, yes, it's good to listen to them and everything like that, but don't depend on shortcuts, because honestly, if I would have only depended on the shortcuts of within my studying and preparing for this board, I would have never been at the place that I am. Just me personally, because I know how I am, like, in taking information. I have to really work for the information and like remember it, because if I don't, honey, yeah. I'm gonna be looking in, I'm gonna be in there like this. They're gonna be like, Specialist West, and I'm gonna be like this. Lost. Ooh, that was cold. That was still in the air. So, for example, what I did was I had talked to like higher NCOs, people that just went to the board, people that previously went to the board, especially because I went to a board that wasn't my unit. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I did have a little leeway because I went to a field board, meaning that I didn't have to wear my dress blues. Being here, I had talked to like higher ups and stuff, talked to people that went to the board before. I will say that seeking advice helped me build my support system, so going back to that point, and just having all of that knowledge, and that's where I learned. Seeking advice actually helped me come up with these tips, such as writing out the flashcards instead of just looking at the binder, do like mock boards and actually go through the process so that you are not just going to be thrown into the board randomly, you know what I mean? Just all that jazz, and just experience. People learn by experience, and if I'm learning from other people's experiences and stuff like that, I don't have to make the same mistakes they made in the future. So let's get to the next point. Prayer. You can skip to whatever time is right here if you don't want to hear about prayer. If it's offensive to some of y'all, I'm gonna put the time that you can skip to right here to not hear about it. But anyway, prayer. I prayed every single night about this board. I'm gonna be honest. I did, because I feel like my mom told me in the beginning, you can do all things through Christ. Through this is Christ, this is you, through Christ who strengthens you. So that's what exactly what I did. I went through Christ and he strengthened me, and I passed. Yeah, all that. Ask and you shall receive. What verse is that? Yeah. Next is confidence. Let me tell you something. Yes, I'm making a big deal on these questions, but confidence is like 85% of the board. They want to make sure that you're confident in what you're saying, and that you, like, even if it's wrong, because let me tell you, they asked me a question and it was wrong. It was like, are you sure that's the right answer? I'm over here like, yes, that is the right answer, First Sergeant. You're positive. I know in my head, like, girl, you got this wrong. In my head, I'm like, girl, this is wrong, this is wrong. And I'm sitting here like, yes, First Sergeant, this is right. It's like, okay. I'm telling you, confidence is key. So the next thing I would say is, remember that the board is for you. They're there to promote you. They're not there for any self-pleasure. They're there to help you, and you just have to prove to them that you want it. And that's where the confidence comes in, and all your hard work and studying. Because like I said, you have to really want it. You can't just be like, I'm just doing it just because, you know what I mean? You have to really want it. And why wouldn't you want it? I mean, like, first off, that's more money. Am I focused? You're focused on me. Hey y'all. Okay, so I'm sorry, I look crazy. I really came back. Matter of fact, let me fix myself. I'll be right back. I look so bright, and I don't know if I like it. Let's see if I can darken myself up, because I look like Michael Jackson. I think I hit everything. So, mind preparation, family, sacrifices, flashcards, daily accountability, seek advice, pray. If you skip that part, confidence, and the board is for you. So I'm telling y'all, if y'all can remember all that, y'all golden. My ride is on the way, so I'm rushing now. But I will say, remember that this board is for you. Remember that it's all up to you. Remember that y'all got it. And I'll catch y'all next time. Specialist promotable.
Are you?
Yeah.
Oh my God, congratulations.
Thank you.